I have a lot of conversations with a lot of people who want to be content creators, who want to build a business online, who want to make money from social media, right? Because I've done it. So I always attract people who want that. And every time I have these conversations with them, there's this common belief, right? And this is something that I had way in the beginning as well. And 6 years into this, I've learned, obviously, the ins and outs. I'm still learning. But there's so much that I've learned around business where it's kind of like, I want to just unpack what it actually takes, because it's not just about putting out content. Okay, it goes so much deeper than that. And if you grasp this, you will be successful. There's no doubt about it. It's almost like inevitable. You have to be successful if you do these things. But if you don't do these things and you don't take on these beliefs, it's just as much you're going to find yourself wasting time going back to jobs and not making any money online. Okay. And I know people like this. I know people who have been making content for years on social media. Actually, there was someone who started with me. She started on her social media account the same time as me, and she's not made a penny online. Whereas I've been making money consistently almost every year, apart from 1 year where I left it behind. Okay. And the difference is this. Number one, she had this belief that, oh, you just create content with no purpose, with no clarity and no direction, and you'll just be successful. Or she had this also belief at once upon a time when she first started, oh, I'll just create these products and I'll just sell them. And then she realized, oh, I'm bored of this. We had this conversation the other day and she was just like, I just have this belief that I can't sell or that nobody will buy from me. And this is a common belief, and some entrepreneurs who have made money one-to-one, they also have this strong belief, oh, people won't buy from me if I just put it into an offer, if I put it into a course, blah, 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 blah. And it's like, these are beliefs that are going to stop your money flow. Why? Your beliefs are your dominant thought processes. Your dominant thought processes is what speaks to the universe on an energetic frequency level. So until you go in and really reprogram and rewire your mind to change that thought on a dominant frequency level, your energy is not going to signal that to the universe, which means the universe is never going to bring in that money, because you are just on repeat, telling yourself the same repetitive story. And as long as you keep repetition is how you reprogram your mind. So if you keep reprogramming and telling yourself that story, people won't buy because of this, people won't buy because of this, it's getting stronger and stronger. So your frequency is actually getting stronger in the direction that you don't want it to go. Your money is not showing up because you are constantly repeating that. And the more evidence of that you see, the more you feed that cycle. See, universe is showing me money doesn't come. And then you just feed it even more. So you have to be so mindful. I cannot even tell you, like when I started this work, I was into identity work, I was into mindset work. That just shot up by like 100 this year. And I've been doing mindset since day one, you guys. This is how I manifested my soulmate. It's how I manifested money in my business. It's how I've been quite abundant from day one. I've been rewiring my mind. But more than rewiring, it's actually reflecting and bringing into the awareness even deeper, consciously, what is going on every time that I see things. Perception. Okay? So your mindset is literally the thoughts that are there on a dominant vibration anyway. And then when you're reprogramming, you're kind of just going into the psyche and getting rid of that stuff. When you do perception work, it's a whole other ball game. Perception is choosing the way that you think. Okay, that's the second piece to this. And this is literally the work that I'm doing inside of Mindfully Rich, which is my new mentorship program, you guys. It's so valuable. Almost every entrepreneur who comes into like any other program of mine, I recommend going into Mindfully Rich. It is the lowest offer that I've ever created because I want everybody to create wealth. And you cannot create your wealth if you are not working on this. Your mindset and your perception. Two of the things that I'm pouring into Mindfully Rich. Go and get it down below. If you know you are on this video, and this is not about me selling, it's $22 at the moment. That is peanuts, okay? That is nothing. That is not going to make me a millionaire. Well, it can if you get like loads, but you see my channel. You see what I'm doing on here. This is for you. If you are serious about getting into a rich life, a rich identity, my energy will speak to you. You know, and you will feel the abundance radiating from my energy. You will feel the truth from what I am saying. That's my guarantee. Like, I know that because my energy is always sold for me. I don't really need to sell. But this is your invitation, and also like a firm, stern message that if you are sitting there and you're like, why is money not showing up? And you've been doing the work, you guys. You've been doing meditations. You've been doing hypnosises. You've been doing all the stuff. Like I said to you, I've gone 100 times deeper into my own mindset work this year because it's so important. I'm making jumps for like bigger cash months. And the first thing that I am assessing in my business is my mind and my perception. It's not my strategy. It's not how I'm showing up online. It's none of that. In fact, I've let go of a lot of the ways that I was showing up, and I'm showing up even more authentically online than before. And I thought I was fucking authentic from day one. Do you know what I mean? This work is the work, and you just have to go deeper and deeper and deeper into the layers. And not everybody is sharing this. Nobody is telling you this step by step by step. It's this tiny stuff that compounds over time. It's like 1% changes here and there create dramatic results. So again, Mindfully Rich is where I drop one audio per day, which will do both. Okay, I speak to the subconscious, so your psyche will be rewiring, and you're going to have a lot of perception shifts, which are required if you are going to be that wealth identity. If you're going to shift something in your business, you want more consistent cash flow. The number does not matter. I don't care whether you're trying to make your first $100 online, your first 100,000 online, or your first 5K cash month. It does not matter. This is going to tweak you at your level at which you are at. It meets you there. Okay, and it will cut through the BS and it will reinstall a new perception. That is the power move that you need in your business right now. If you're stuck, if you clicked on this video because you've been feeling like, oh, my mind and blah, 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 and you don't know how to shift it, this is the shift. It's that simple. So perception. So we go into mindset. Mindset is obviously your dominant belief, your thought processes, everything that you collected. Okay, so you've collected this from your dad, from your mum, from your society, from school, education, everything that you've read up on about money, everything that you've seen in movies about money, all of that, right? And some of these you don't even know what's lying in your psyche. So that's the importance of rewiring, because your subconscious is 90% of your frequency, and 90% of it is hidden from your conscious mind. So you are only aware of 10% of your blocks and your beliefs. How the fuck do you work on your subconscious then? This is where you do rewiring, reprogramming, affirmations. You need to learn about how the subconscious mind works, and you come into spaces like Mindfully Rich. You come and learn from people like this, and you immerse your mind with new stuff that you want to reprogram your mind with. So eventually, over time, this is not something that just happens like this. Sometimes it can, if your entire frequency is aligned and you're ready. Like, this is literally the switch that I made with my soulmate, because I had just had enough and I hit that. There was like a switch that happened because I was rewiring my mind for 2 weeks, and then I had this emotional switch. When that switch happens, there's no turn. Like, you can literally have overnight success because of that switch, right? It's like an inner thermostat, and it's emotionally charged up. And in order to get that charge going, it starts with the root of the mind, because every emotion stems from some sort of thought. There cannot be emotion without a thought and a belief and a story behind it. That's why the mindset is so important. Because if you want that emotional charge to switch, you want to be reprogramming up here so that that can funnel that. Okay? Everyone's timeline is different. So again, don't put pressure on yourself of when is it your time and when blah, 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 and this person did it in 2 days, this person did, because it doesn't, their timeline, their karma, everything is very unique to them. And your story is going to be very unique to you. So trusting the process is a big part of this. This is where we surrender to the divine within us, and externally, the divine, the universe, whatever name you want to give it, right? So that's the mindset. Perception comes in once we've cleared out, we've started to do identity work, we've started to do mindset work, we're shifting out all of these limiting beliefs, we're recognizing, oh, these subconscious blocks that are not mine, we've started to heal all of that. We go into perception. Perception is how you are viewing the things in your life. So for example, I have people come to me all the time going, Janie, this is the thing in my business, but I just see it this way and that it's hard. And it's like, okay, let's shift that perspective. Why do you see it's hard? Oh, because I hang around this many people, and these people who are all with me, they all think it's hard. Okay, well, you become like the top 5 people that you hang around with. So your first step is to remove yourself from those 5 people. And I want you to plug yourself into, and if you can't do this physically, you want to be doing this online. So check the 5 top channels that you associate yourself with. Are they in that top 1% mindset? Have they built businesses? Are they ahead of you? And do they have knowledge and wisdom that you don't have right now? If the answer is yes, and you can learn from them, and it's going to elevate your mindset and your identity and bring you the shifts that you need, follow them, unsubscribe and unfollow from the people who are not bringing you that. Always study and learn from people who are ahead of you, or who have been there, or who have carried those codes that you do not have within you, and drop the ones who are holding you back because they are literally operating on the same frequency as you or below you. That is not going to elevate you. And some people think this is really harsh when I say it, and it can feel really difficult at times. I've had to let go of pretty much everyone in my family, but it's been the best thing for me at the same time. I elevate so deeply and I quantum jump so fast when I cut ties with people from my old life, from my family, who are holding me back. Why? Because you're setting a boundary from that new next level of you already. That next level of you, that successful level of you, that CEO version of you, that 100K version of you, the $1 million month version of you, will require you to be solid in your boundaries and what you accept, your time management. All of that are stuff that needs to be worked on. And if you're not willing to do the work, which a lot of people are not willing to do this, which is why not the whole world is rich, right? There's so much that gets put into, there's so much sacrifice that gets made on the journey up. Are you willing to make those choices, to do the inner work, and then to build? Because you're going to have to build something at some point. Even if you're not building a business and you're just like, oh, Janie, I just want to make money as a content creator and an influencer and get sponsorships and brand deals, they're still going to ask you to create. You still have to create content. You still have to be disciplined. They will give you deadlines. You still have to be giving out that shit on time. So however it is that you have in your mind that you might think, oh, it just gets to be easy. Yes, it does get to be easy in certain ways. But we live in a world of duality. So with every side that you see, there will be the other side of it. So for me, for example, I build my business the way that I like. That's easeful, that's joyful. But on the other side of that coin, I have to be disciplined and I have to be consistent. So ease and joy, yes, because I choose my business model. I choose the way I show up. I wear what I want. I don't do makeup when I don't want to. I put makeup when I want to. I sit in my living room, in my cozy, comfy home. These are all my beautiful choices that I get to make. On the flip side of that, just like with any business, I have to be disciplined to show up every single time when I don't feel like it. And I have to be consistent in showing up visibly, because that is my marketing. So again, which coin are you choosing not to see? Because there are 2 sides to every coin. And just like with the mind, there is also the perception. Your mind is being rewired at the root, but at the same time, your perception is your conscious mind, where you are choosing to see things a certain way, and we have to shift that for you to elevate to that next level. Again, those of you who want to come do this with me, Mindfully Rich is where you want to come at. Subscribe if you're new, join below, like this video if you did, and I'll catch you in the next one. Mwah!